Greetings, my fellow Catholic. Today we're going to be talking about how to run a successful capital campaign. Capital campaigns are by far one of the most popular types of fundraising appeals, ways of fundraising. So I'm going to walk you through my 3 tips on how to be successful when it comes to this type of campaign. So stick with me, because point number 3 I think was going to wrap everything up, and you're really going to come away over the next few minutes with some really good advice. So stick with me. And before we dive in, just want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Brice Sokolowski, the founder of CatholicFundraiser.net, a website that helps Catholics with fundraising. So whether you're starting out or you're a pro and you're already on your way, I think you're going to find a lot of help from what you're going to hear today, and also my website, CatholicFundraiser.net. And as a gift, before you walk away from what I'm going to be providing you today, I also want you to get the 10 Commandments of Catholic Fundraising. I think this is going to provide you a solid foundation for your fundraising. If you're already fundraising, you're successful, these are great reminders just to make sure that you haven't forgotten anything along the way. So the link is going to be right below. Download the 10 Commandments to Catholic Fundraising. Okay, let's begin. Running successful capital appeals. Here are my 3 tips to really get you moving forward, because a lot of the times I think they're overlooked, and usually with any type of fundraising campaign, we just jump right into, hey, let's get some people, let's ask them for a donation, and we forget these things. So number 1, my first tip is, and I've got my notes right in front of me so I don't forget, how much do you really need? So you've got to figure out what is that amount. It's very important that you find a target so that way you can aim for it and hit it. So that's point number 1. It allows you to have your fundraising goal, and it allows you to figure out, are we at 10%, 25, 50, 70, or 100%? You don't want a fundraising campaign going on forever. So that is point number 1. Okay, let's move on to point number 2. And that is, how quickly do you need the money? How quickly do you need the money? And this is important because we're looking at pledge amounts. Sure, you might want to only raise 100,000 or 1 million or 10,000, whatever that might be, but the question is, how quickly do you need the money? And if you can figure out, well, we don't need all the money right now, we could use it maybe over the next 2-3 years, this allows you to present pledges and to tell people, hey, we're raising X amount of money, but we don't need the money all at once. This is a 3-year campaign. Would you be willing to support us over the next 3 years? So very important to ask the question and really get fixated on, when do we need all of this money? And again, it helps to get a target, as we talked about in point number 1, but also a time limit as well. So again, you're not fundraising forever. And point number 3 is the most important. What's the story that's going to inspire people to donate? A lot of times you hear capital campaigns saying, we need a roof, we need to redo the roof, we need a water heater, we need a building, we need a purchase. And so of course you're focused on, that's the thing that's going to help you. But when it comes to fundraising, that's secondary. That really is secondary. So for example, if you need a roof, well, what's that roof going to house underneath? What's happening underneath? If you're going to buy a building, what's going to happen inside that building? If you're going to purchase something, what's that purchase going to help you do with your mission? So don't ever assume people know the why. It's really important to repeat over and over again why you're doing what you're doing, especially when it comes to capital campaigns. So explain how the mission benefits. Explain, if you buy something, how is it going to benefit people? How is it going to benefit the people that you serve? Never assume that people understand why you're doing things, especially if you're like a parish. Oh, we're going to build a new building, or even a school. Like we have to build a new wing. Well, what's going to happen in that wing? Sure, you're a school and we can assume that school things are going to happen, but what specifically? The more specific that you can get with the benefits of this capital campaign, the more successful you're going to be with raising what you want. So that's pretty much it. How to run successful appeals, capital campaigns. If you have any questions, go to my website, CatholicFundraiser.net. You're going to find tons of resources. You can reach out to me as well if you need additional assistance. Nonetheless, thank you for your attention. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you in another week and providing you more advice. God bless.